Hello everyone, I am doing a Labyrinth Through Time video today. This is a new kit, that's your book. I'm not going to open that up because it is brand new. And this person has purchased the Labyrinth Through Time with the charm option. So it comes in this fabulous screw tin, and what you get is the mat, and I'll just raise my camera a little bit more. The mat is made of stretch jersey fabric and it is fully reversible. So you've got two sides to this mat. This side is what we call a general life wheel, and in your booklet it actually has, and I'll grab my booklet and I'll show you inside it. In the actual booklet, we have, it is in English, not in any other language yet, but there is a video that goes with this, and I'm hoping that it's this weekend the video will be translated into Mandarin. So for all my beautiful Asian protege students that I have. Now, this life wheel section, I've got all written here, life wheel questions. So it's got very detailed in that, but you do get a video demo course with this as well, because if you're like me, I can't concentrate. I've got a head like a fish and I like to see videos. I'm very much like the saying, monkey see, monkey do, and it's much easier. So this side is the life wheel. This side is the symbols, time and alphabet, and we get to use all of these in various ways. You also get a pendulum and a 12-sided dice, and the pendulum is a really lovely amethyst pendulum, and it's actually, I'll chain this one up and try not to knot it. These are actually a necklace, so it's optional, up to you if you want to wear it. Some people just wind it around their wrist, and it is amethyst. And I've chose amethyst because of its properties, so you've got a lot of that. So that's what the kit comes with there, as well as it has a deck of cards. And the cards, I'll just slide that off. Actually, I'll just slide some out. So your cards, we have 25 image cards. Now these image cards, these are all images that are on the mat, both sides. So you've got all of those. And these you have, they're just prompt cards or 11-word cards. So you've got 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. I've got that mixed up. I've got do this, don't do this. We have hopes and fears. I use those in a pair. Pros and cons, I use them as a pair. What is hidden, further advice. So they are the word cards. And these are the picture cards. So when you always get a deck of cards, doesn't matter whether it's my decks or anybody's, this is just how I prefer to mix them up for their very first use. So that way you don't have them all coming out in just numerical standard order. So, and I just find I just mix them up like that to do the very first collective shuffle, and then you shuffle to your heart's content. So I'm actually going to use this side today, and we're going to use the scenario of, I'm just going to open these up too. This person selected to use the, to purchase the starter charms with it. Now I have two options, the mat kit, which contains the cards, the pendulum, dice, book and the video lesson without the charms, because there's a lot of people who already have charm kits. But I've also found a lot of people, my regular followers, even though they've already got a whole bunch of charms, they're optioning these with charms to keep this as an entire kit together. So we have this section which is really good for general readings. When you get that person come along and they say they just want a general reading. So there's two ways you can approach it. You can go through your charms and just do a scatter wherever they land. And so we've got 2 here, 1 here, 1 here. And we can look at that they're the 3 sections that the person needs the information for. Or we can go through and place a couple of charms on each section. So I'm going to place a couple of charms on each section. And it doesn't matter where you start, you can place them anywhere you please. And I'm just going to put 2 down for each area. Okay, I need another one there. Alrighty, so I'm going to do a reading. Let's use the example or the scenario of, I'll say a young man, mid-30s, at a bit of crossroad in his life, not sure where he's going, is single, has a job. Let's use that as a scenario. So I'm going to start up here with home and family. He's got the dancer and the frog. The frog there would tell me he's a bit of a risk taker, and it often is he may stretch himself a little bit further than what he should do. He's also got the dancer, which tells me he's literally going around and around and around and around in the cycle, but he's not laying foundations. Because that is a restless symbol and so is the dancer, they are both very much movement symbols, which tells me he needs to find some stronger base, some more settled ground. Now, the bonus is when you've got this system and we want to add another question to it, you can either use your charms or this is where you use your cards. So we can come into this and we can look and think, okay, he's very unsettled and we need to look at what does he need to do to create some settled foundation. He's got the car. Now, car is about adventure and discovery, which to me would tell me he needs to learn 2 things. A little bit more information about himself because he is very unsettled. It's almost like he's the traveller, but he's really got to look at, okay, what do I need more? Am I going to continue to be the explorer or am I going to lay down a foundation and start thinking about home and family life for my future? So there would tell me get the travel out of your system and you need to look at settling down. I'm also, there you go, I've even drawn the ring with this as well, which means there is a relationship that is coming for him, but he does need to learn to settle. Leisure and social life, we've got scales and we've got dragon. There tells me he does have literally a very good balance with friendships and people around him. The dragon can indicate to me he may be a bit of a party boy, that he may need to settle. And I would look and say, yeah, this explains a lot when it comes to home and family. Yes, it's okay to balance what you do, but you do need, again, to learn to relax, learn to socialise better, and that it doesn't have to be high energy or high octane social life. You can do things that are more relaxing. Cherries there again would still tell me he's got the opportunities to do so, but he does need to look at the good things in his life, work out the balance between social life, home life, work life. Career and business, this is beautiful symbols for him to have in his career because Rose and Baby would tell me something is about to change for him. Rose is beautiful where it is bloom and grow with appreciation and gratitude, and the baby symbol would tell me new opportunities. These are brilliant for him in his career. Love and relationships, we've got the angel and the ship. Angel is a divine love, which often means someone is sent to you for a reason to cross your path. We often look at angel and love as in soul connections. The ship here would tell me the person may even be at a distance from where he currently lives, and it can even indicate he may fall in love with someone from a faraway place overseas. Health and well-being, he's got the mermaid and he's got the hot air balloon. The mermaid is often about dreams, wishes, or unrealistic expectations. And the balloon in health and well-being would tell me he needs to learn to cut and address stress in his life, because a balloon is pressure. And there would tell me he needs to really work out what is it that he's got to cut back on and pressure. I'm just going to have another look at that. He's also got the teacup, which tells me he gets agitated with communication, and it's almost like he's miscommunicating some information that keeps giving him undue stress and pressure. I'm just going to draw another one on that. Interesting, the man's come up, and usually it means the man himself, self, which means he's his own worst enemy when it comes to his health and well-being. So he's really got to cut the stress or the cycle. It's almost like he talks himself into stress and into pressure. Money matters here, we've got the bird and the mountain. There would tell me, again, discussions around money may be quite difficult for him, because a mountain is a blockage or a detour. And the bird there would tell me he is coming up against a bit of a brick wall that he needs to look at, be more open and address it. It's like, don't keep sitting on the problem without doing or saying something about it. Interesting, the mirror, because there would tell me again he has to look seriously in the mirror at himself. What is he doing and how is he reflecting how his life wants to be when it comes to financial matters, because he's not doing very well with the mountain here. Adventure and discovery, we've got the tent and the anchor. Tent again is about a short holiday or a mini break. Often it's very close-knit or isolating, which means don't go with a party of 30 people. Only take 1 or 2 people with you if you are going away on a holiday. It does need to be more relaxing. And the anchor is interesting because it means you need to be more grounded in what he does. Spirituality is often, is his life purpose aligned with what he is meant to do in this lifetime? He's got camel and he's got monkey. Camel there tells me he's embarked on a new journey, and the monkey there tells me he is a very smart and agile man, but he's not listening to the journey that he's been taken on. I draw a card on that. The castle there would tell me, it's sorry, I keep hearing voices when I see things like this. When I see the castle there with spirituality, it's almost like, does he need to return to either some sacred ground or his ancestry roots? Because there it's like return to temple, return to place of worship. It's something that he may have had in his family, but he does need to look at a different journey. He's a very smart man, very educated here, but look at the journey that you are on. So that is a very quick reading on, but still a load of information just from our simple side of our Labyrinth Through Time. Thanks for listening.